This building brings me joy. I've climbed to the top of the tower, and for a number of years wondering how to save it and rescue it. And now it's got a new owner and a new use, and the life that the congregation has brought is incredible. I first came to All Saints Church 5 years ago in a really poor state of repair. Pigeons were starting to come in, starting to get some water ingress. It was just a really sad, unloved building. As they demolished a lot of the housing in this area, the need for a church just diminished and the congregation reduced. You basically had a church without a purpose. And that's when we're working with all these listed buildings, it's that purpose that's crucial, that long-term use that a building needs, so then you can maintain a building and keep it in good condition.
Pretty much from any angle, Gateshead or Newcastle, that church's spire is going to hit you. I mean, you can see it. And when you actually get up close to it, you appreciate what a beautiful shape, the aesthetics of the thing. That lovely oval of that church is delightful. It's right in the heart of that quayside area. I mean, that whole area 20 years ago, there was not a lot happening, but it's developed over that time. There's such potential for that building.
All Saints Church is one of the most beautiful buildings in Newcastle. It's Grade 1 listed. It's built in around 1780 and served as a church till about 1960. So for the past 60 years, it's gone from a number of uses, struggling to kind of keep a long-term future. It was built in an ellipse. There's only 4 elliptical churches in the United Kingdom. It was a building that was close to the community. There's a number of times throughout its history where it's had to raise money. The steeple fell down, there was a fire, and the bells fell into the nave. And each time the community's come together to find a future for the building. It's slightly forgotten, slightly hidden. If you don't come to a building, you forget about it. You've got to understand this on a national scale, that this is a really important building and is one of the kind of key 18th century churches. The building sat on the Heritage at Risk Register. This is a list compiled by Historic England of the buildings most in need, that are at risk of loss because of that condition and lack of use. And so this is the list we use to kind of target specific projects at buildings. And we knew this building needed funding and it needed care and attention. So we've had a whole host of groups come into the building, film groups, theatre groups, arts groups, to try and find that user, that person who would love the building, could bring some investment and bring just that dynamism and energy. What's remarkable about this story is that after 60 years of being empty as a church, it was a church that came to us and said, we'd like to use this building and transform it. And it just so happened that they had the same vision as I did for the building, and I was just able to work with them to deliver this wonderful, complete solution. It's just been a series of events that happened that all came together, kind of serendipity really. It was the right moment, the right time.